Welcome everybody to the Tag Your podcast. I am Ray Ray, and it's just me right now, just wanting to update you guys. I know that you guys have seen we haven't been around. We haven't been around since I think April, maybe March, and I need to look back on the schedule. But yeah, we were in the midst of the He Gets Us stuff and talking about James River last time, and it seems like forever ago. But we are back, and I just wanted to let you guys know that sorry for really not putting anything really out there. But a lot of you guys are Facebook friends with Dave and I, and so you've probably seen what's been going on in my life. But if you are not a part of the Facebookiverse, as far as my friends and as one of my friends and seeing what's going on, just to let you guys know, we have not been around because Mondays are pretty much my only day as a barber and just somebody that's so involved in church that, and you guys get Sundays. We shouldn't be doing this. We should be with our families and with our church families and doing that thing. And so, Mondays were pretty much the only days that I had. I had to rebuild a shower at the house on where I was living in Springfield. And oh yeah, I said where I was living in Springfield. If you didn't know, I have moved, and that is really why. So I had to work on that house. Had to get it on the market, had to find another house, and now I'm here in Brighton, Missouri, and it's pretty awesome out here. So now I got a couple of acres, got a disc golf course, got lots of just availability of hospitality for people, and so it's going to be an awesome time living up here and just watching the kids and the dog play out in the yard. And once we get to the woods, it's going to be awesome. So that's what's been going on. That's why we haven't been around, but now we're coming back. Just to let you know, Dave is still in Lynn Valley. He had a just a really tough time with his classes that he was teaching up at Spurgeon College, and so things are sort of freed up on Mondays for him now. The new schedule will come out in fall, and things are going to line up, and we are back in business and tag land. And so that being said, since we're back, we are going to be back in the studio June 17th with a 18th upload date. So we'll go back to our Monday recording and Tuesday upload time. So you guys get new fresh content, hopefully every Tuesday, unless something lags behind, and we get it out as soon as possible anyway. And so we've got 3 shows coming up. We got to start off with some great meme theology, as that's what we got to do. We hadn't done a bunch of it, so we're gonna make up for lost time on that. But we got a couple of cool guests coming up, and we'll be talking with Don Vino. So if you don't remember, or even if you kind of halfway do remember, we had Don Vino on the show. He wrote a book on the Enneagram and Richard Rohr. We talked to him about that. Now we're going to talk about the documentary Shiny Happy People and the Gothard family. And we have Don Vino, and apparently he had given over some information and some stuff over to the documentary people. So that's going to be kind of a cool little 2 degrees of separation anyway from the people who made the documentary. So if you haven't watched it, give it a shot and see what's going on with the Shiny Happy People and the Gothard family, and prepare yourself for that discussion. And my question on that's going to be like, what was right, what was twisted, what could just sound right but get twisted, and what could be absolutely wrong and they don't take away or add sense. Is kind of the issue I want to take. Where's our starting points to know where he's right and where he's wrong, and be truthful on our end where people can't be faithful and truthful on their end. And so just try to be objective with that, but get the information out there as we go forward, because we got to be ready to make a defense for it, because it is out in popular culture. And then also we'll have Chuck Kelly, and he has written a book, a bigger small book on just SBC problems and everything, just kind of the way it's going and stuff. So we will be talking with Chuck Kelly as well, and we'll have all these out to you, just in standard form as we do. So we usually just come together, try to record as much content as possible, and just kind of slowly release it, because we don't want to take up your week. Some podcasts want your 3 days of your week and stuff like that. We just want to talk to you, once a week, and then hopefully hear from you during that week and give you time to actually respond if you have something for or against whatever, and let's start the conversations, and let's get this tag thing going back again. But thank you guys so much for being supportive. Everybody that logs back on and starts downloading these podcasts, thank you so much for hanging in there and coming back. And just like I've been listening to a lot of Joe Webbin lately, and I know if you listen to Joe Webbin, he's got stuff on repeat, and I'm not going to do that to you, but I will kind of take his shtick when it comes to things. But you know what? You don't have a lot of money. I don't have a lot of money. We're doing this on a shoestring budget. We're not asking you for money, but we are asking if you could please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please like us on Facebook. Please rate us on your favorite podcast app, and just make sure that this message that we have, the things that we talk about, if you're listening to them, if you like them, other people are bound to, and other people are bound to. Oh, other people need to hear the gospel applied into current events. They need to hear where maybe something has gone wrong apologetically with somebody else sometimes, and the answer to their question, just they the unbelievers need it too. It's either more light, which will end up being something that God can use for their salvation, or it could just put more on them. But that's just the way God works, and we have to trust the sovereignty and God and of God in both cases. But help tag your it just by subscribing, writing a review, and liking things. And when things are shared, share them. If you like it, again, somebody's going to like it, somebody's going to hate it, whatever. But it's all just for the glory of God. So anyway, thank you guys so much for your time and listening to this or watching this. And we will see you, or you'll be hearing us or seeing us, and we'll hopefully be hearing from you or maybe seeing you in the future. So with that said, this is the Tag Your It podcast. I am Ray Ray, Soli Deo Gloria.